Is it really possible for a tiny tweak to your morning coffee routine to ignite your metabolism and put your body into full fat-burning mode for the rest of the day?
Check out the link in the video description now and transform your morning coffee into a metabolism-boosting super drink.
Veteran BBC presenter Nick Owen broke down on air as he discussed his cancer battle with colleagues and received a touching message from his son, paying tribute to work that saw the 76-year-old awarded an MBE earlier this year. BBC Midlands Today colleague Ben Godfrey read out a selection of messages that caused Mr. Owen to well up. A message from bereavement charity Edwards Trust said, "He's become part of our family. He's always found time to support us in our work. His MBE is well deserved." Another message said, "I got tested myself after his illness and was diagnosed late last year with prostate cancer. So far, it looks like early detection has paid off." Nick's own son, Tim, said, "Very proud of you, Dad," as the TV stalwart stifled sobs. "My Tim. Oh, bless you. And I do want to thank everyone who's been in touch, and so supportive," Mr. Owen managed to add. "And I'm so grateful that people have responded to the message in the first place about prostate cancer, because that's such an important thing. People are talking about it far more now. Not just because of me, but various people have been in the same situation." The former TVM host was battling extensive and aggressive prostate cancer in August, and has since been successfully treated. He previously told the Deadly Silent podcast, "I've been through the middle of it. And I realized that the sooner you get seen the better. We had an MRI, there was a hint there was something going on. Then I had a biopsy. And that would tell us that it was really nasty and aggressive. And we need to do something quickly. Telling my children was difficult. I've got 4 children, 3 are our boys, 2 in their 40s and 1 in their late 30s, and it was quite emotional." He added, "Also, as far as the boys, Andy, Tim and Chris, are concerned, it's a warning because it can be a hereditary thing. I'm very keen for my boys to be extremely on the case. I'll work on them to go earlier than 50, to be honest, to have the PSA tests. And the message has to be, if you have got any hint of a worry, get someone to look at it." Owen received his diagnosis just weeks after his former TVM co-presenter and Diamond, 68, revealed she is battling breast cancer and has undergone a mastectomy. Along with their stint on TVM, the pair had their own current affairs morning program on the BBC in the 1990s, Good Morning with and Nick. Speaking about the debilitating impact the condition has had on his life, he has said, "I went to a specialist. He wasn't too worried because my figures weren't that high, but he decided I ought to have a scan, and then the scan said there's something dodgy going on, and then he sent me for a biopsy, which he did. And the results of that were the killer on April the 13th, a date, which will forever be imprinted on my mind. How many people does it kill? More than 11,800 men a year, or 1 every 45 minutes, are killed by the disease in Britain, compared with about 11,400 women dying of breast cancer. It means prostate cancer is behind only lung and bowel in terms of how many people it kills in Britain. In the US, the disease kills 26,000 men each year. Despite this, it receives less than half the research funding of breast cancer, and treatments for the disease are trailing at least a decade behind. How many men are diagnosed annually? Every year, upwards of 52,300 men are diagnosed with prostate cancer in the UK, more than 140 every day. How quickly does it develop? Prostate cancer usually develops slowly, so there may be no signs someone has it for many years, according to the NHS. If the cancer is at an early stage and not causing symptoms, a policy of watchful waiting or active surveillance may be adopted. Some patients can be cured if the disease is treated in the early stages. But if it is diagnosed at a later stage, when it has spread, then it becomes terminal and treatment revolves around relieving symptoms. Thousands of men are put off seeking a diagnosis because of the known side effects from treatment, including erectile dysfunction. Tests and treatment. Tests for prostate cancer are haphazard, with accurate tools only just beginning to emerge. There is no national prostate screening program, as for years the tests have been too inaccurate. Doctors struggle to distinguish between agar